विधायक भी पैसा मांग रहे सीधा।
मुंह खोल रहे हैं।
पैसे की डिमांड किसके थ्रू करते हैं ये लोग?
और कुछ जैसे कि यहाँ जो पकड़ाए हैं सतीश चंद्राकर और
ASI
क्या वर्मा उससे
विनोद
वर्मा का नाम ले दिया कि यहाँ का व्यापारी नाम लिया था नहीं लगे।
Thank you for staying with Republic. And while the air quality across Delhi continues to remain in the severe category, the Delhi government has announced the return of odd-even system after a gap of 4 years, stating, that starts from the 13th of November until the 20th of November. Take a look at this report.
It is that time of the year when we don't know whether to celebrate and feel happy because the festivities are around, or to dread the season because it's again the Delhi AQI situation which is hovering over our heads as the Delhi air again goes into the severe AQI situation, with so many implementations and bans by the government being implemented now, which people are saying is little late, as this happens every year when we get into the severe air pollution situation where you can see that we have this toxic haze over almost everything. And we also have these young people here with us who should be in the prime of their health, but they're already saying that they are suffering, their health is suffering because of this very bad severe AQI situation that Delhi is facing again for the 8th year in a row. So this is where the Delhi air pollution has reached, and this is what the situation of the AQI is. With cameraman Manish Karakoti, I am Nikita Sahai for Republic TV.
Time now for a short break. On the other side, Republic Media Network's 8-part investigation into Mahadev betting scam becomes the #1 election issue.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, released recently, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
लगातार दिखा रहे हैं। जोरदार धमाका व गाड़ी को नुकसान पहुंचा है। हम यहाँ पर रिपोर्ट करने पहुंचे तो और अचानक जोरदार अलर्ट जारी किया गया और उसके बाद ये तस्वीर निकलकर सामने आई जहाँ धमाका हुआ है।
तकरीबन 50 मीटर की दूरी पर थे जब ये प्रोजेक्टाइल जो है वो यहाँ पर आकर गिरता है।
गुरसमन, ये जो हम तस्वीरें दिखा रहे हैं, ये इम्पैक्टफुल अटैक इसलिए किया गया क्योंकि हमास को कहीं न कहीं बॉर्डर लाइन करने की कोशिश हो रही है।
हम लोग नीचे थे, वही कारण है कि बच पाए, अदरवाइज जो इसके शेल्स थे, जो इसके फ्रेगमेंट्स थे, वो भी लग सकते थे और उससे भी नुकसान हो सकता था।
ये पूरी प्रकार खरीद सकते हैं। क्या हम लोग चला रहे हैं। ये जो वेड ये सब चीज छोटे बने हैं, वो पूरा टोटल में मतलब गेम लगता है।
आपको लगता है कि उसको सब कुछ पता है कि क्या हो रहा है?
देखिए, जैसा मुझे समझ में ये आया कि मैं तो सीएम साहब को काफ़ी लंबी बड़ी बात होती थी, हमेशा जब भी हाउस में आते थे।
महोदय, आज जिस भूमि रोकिए नहीं, आप टोका टोकी महोदय, समय बर्बाद करना है।
कौन आदमी टोक रहा है? आपके लोग ढोल बजा रहे हैं, क्यों बजा रहे हैं?
ज्यादा समय तो आप ही मेरा ले रहे हैं, ये उचित नहीं है।
काहे ढोल
भूमि महोदय, भूमिहीन लोगों में आपने दिखाया कि भूमिहीन कितना है। आप इस किताब के अंदर महोदय क्यों नहीं जारी किया किस जाति में कितना भूमिहीन है? आप स्पष्ट क्यों नहीं कर रहे? उसका आंकड़ा जारी करना चाहिए महोदय। किस परिवार में बच्चों की संख्या कितनी है, वह भी आंकड़ा जारी होना चाहिए महोदय। किस परिवार में छोटा परिवार, बड़ा परिवार का भी विश्लेषण बतानी चाहिए। एएन सिन्हा इंस्टीट्यूट में मल्लाहों का रिपोर्ट जारी किया गया था महोदय। उसने कहा था 2013 में कि 85 लाख संख्या है और आपके समय में 65 लाख बताया गया। आप वो रिपोर्ट भारत सरकार को भी भेजे थे महोदय। ये अंतर, ये डिफरेंस क्यों है, सरकार को बतानी चाहिए। अति पिछड़ों के आंकड़ों के लेकर के जो प्रश्न उठ रहा है महोदय, ये कई वातावरण को कहीं न कहीं भ्रमित कर रहा है। आज धर्म के आधार पर महोदय 2011 से सेंसस हुआ था। जैन धर्म 2011 में 18,914 था और 2023 में महोदय ये 12,513 हो गया। सिख का 2011 में 23,789 था, 23 में 14,753 हो गया। महोदय ईसाई का 1,29,274 था, आज 75,238 हो गया। महोदय हिंदू का 82.68% था, आज 2023 में 81% 99 हो गया। महोदय कई प्रश्न खड़े हो रहे हैं। कांग्रेस शासित राज्यों के अंदर आज जितनी सरकार चल रही है वहां जातीय जनगणना,
बैठिए बैठिए,
सर्वे क्यों नहीं कराया?
शांति शांति, आप बैठिए।
महोदय
आप शोरगुल करिएगा।
महोदय मैं एक चीज और कहता हूं महोदय, जो ढोल पीट रहे हैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी, जो पौधे संभाल कर रखे जाते हैं, जो पौधे संभाल कर रखे जाते हैं वह कभी वृक्ष नहीं बनता। आपने जो उत्तराधिकारी घोषित किया, किसी अति पिछड़े और दलित के बच्चों को, उस विधायक को, उस परिवार से क्यों नहीं घोषित किया? हिम्मत है तो अति पिछड़ा को आप मुख्यमंत्री उप मुख्यमंत्री के पद पर बैठाने का।
All right, viewers, what we see right now are updates coming in. Remember the data from the Bihar's government's caste-based survey. and the full report on the economic condition of the 215 scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, backward classes and extremely backward classes that was tabled in the assembly this afternoon. Those visuals coming in on your screen, viewers, and big updates coming on Republic TV as we keep getting you more updates. And remember that this report says that 42% of families from scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are poor, as well 33% of those from backward and extremely backward classes are in the poor category, viewers. So top updates coming in on Republic TV as we keep getting you more updates. Let's tell you what has happened so far. We see that the Bihar caste survey, the data has now been tabled in the assembly this afternoon. Viewers, in the run-up to the mega 2024 elections, the Aam Mandir politics is back. And in the latest coming in, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has now hit out, saying that all Congress ever did was block the Aam Mandir from being built. That is right, viewers. Top updates coming in on Republic TV. And in the run-up to the mega 2024 elections, the Aam Mandir politics is back. And in the latest coming in, UP CM Yogi Adityanath has now hit out. I repeat, UP CM Yogi Adityanath has now hit out, saying that all Congress ever did was block the Aam Mandir from being built, viewers. Let's go ahead and play out that reaction.
22 जनवरी 2024 को प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के कर कमलों से रामलला अपने मंदिर में विराजमान भी होंगे। ये जो तीनों प्रकार के कार्यक्रम हैं, आप में से भी और आपके पूर्वजों ने भी अयोध्या के राम मंदिर के लिए संघर्ष किया था। इससे बड़ा सौभाग्य और क्या हो सकता है कि जिसके लिए हमारे पूर्वज बलिदान हुए थे, जिसके लिए उन्होंने संघर्ष किया था, जिसके लिए उन्होंने साधना की थी, जो उनकी मनोकामना थी, हम अपनी आंखों से, भौतिक आंखों से आज उस कार्य को मूर्त रूप होते हुए देख रहे हैं। इसलिए मैंने कहा हम सौभाग्यशाली हैं, हमारी पीढ़ी सौभाग्यशाली है। लेकिन भाइयों बहनों, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, अयोध्या में राम मंदिर का काम क्या कांग्रेस कर पाती? कांग्रेस तो चाहती ही नहीं थी, क्योंकि कांग्रेस का नाम ही समस्या है। कांग्रेस चाहती ही नहीं थी समस्या का समाधान हो। कांग्रेस ने तो कह दिया था कि नहीं, कोई परिवर्तन नहीं होना चाहिए। और तो राम भक्तों ने कहा कि गुलामी के ढांचे को हटा देंगे, न रहेगा बांस, नहीं बजेगी बांसुरी।
Viewers, top updates coming in right now. Supreme Court has pulled off the Punjab government and asked the Punjab government to stop the stubble burning. Supreme Court has also observed that there cannot be a political battle all the time. BJP released its fourth list of candidates for the upcoming Telangana Assembly elections. 12 new names have been added to the previous 87, bringing the total names of candidates announced for 99 constituencies. Notably, out of this comprehensive list, 14 are women candidates. BJP MLAs protest outside the state assembly over various issues, including caste-based survey report and water cannons, which are used. And this is on the Anganwadi workers who are protesting outside the assembly. Hitting out at the Bihar government, former Bihar Deputy CM and BJP MLA has said that Anganwadi workers have taken to the streets over their demands, but they are being dispersed with the help of water cannons. The government is heavy-handed. They do not care about anyone.
आंगनवाड़ी की जो हमारी बहनें हैं आज सड़क पर अपने मांगों को लेकर आई हैं, तो उन्हें वाटर कैनन से हटाया जा रहा है और लगातार कई जो अलग अलग कर्मी हैं उन पर लाठी का प्रहार आप देखे होंगे कि आर ब्लॉक चौक पर किया गया। और पटना में जब भी उचित मांगों को लेकर लोग सड़क पर आते हैं तो उन्हें पीटा जाता है। यह निरंकुश सरकार है, इन्हें किसी की चिंता नहीं है, इनके मुखिया और इनके जो सह मुखिया हैं, इन्हें प्रधानमंत्री बनना है या मुख्यमंत्री बनना है, ये इस चिंता से बाहर निकल ही नहीं पा रहे। और बिहार आज जल रहा है, रोम जल रहा है और नीरो बांसुरी बजा रहा है, वही स्थिति आज बिहार की हो गई।
Congress leader and LOP in Lok Sabha Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary writes a letter to President Draupadi Murmu regarding the selection of the Chief Information Commissioner, Hirilal Samaria. Delhi High Court reserves order of interim bail of businessman Amit Arora. He has sought interim bail on the grounds of his daughter's illness. Heavy rainfall in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and coastal Andhra Pradesh has led to severe waterlogging and flooding in some parts of the state, leading to water entering residential areas. Viewers, much more coming up on the other side. Republic Media Network's 8-part investigation into Mahathir betting scam becomes #1 election issue. As gold smuggling angle emerges in Mahathir betting scam, ED sources suggest Dubai link now under investigation. Stay tuned to India's #1 news channel, Republic TV.
हवाला में जो काम हो रहा है, अब देखिए अब इन पर पैसा कैसे आएगा? प्राइवेट जेट से प्राइवेट जेट से आएगा या तो हेलीकॉप्टर के थ्रू इस्तेमाल किए कभी पहले किए।
यहाँ की सरकार ने, यहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री ने छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता को बताना चाहिए कि दुबई में बैठे इस घोटाले के आरोपियों के साथ उनके क्या संबंध है।
Viewers, getting in a big lead in the Elvish Yadav case, Noida police has now sent a notice to Elvish Yadav asking him to appear physically in the next 48 hours. Sources have also suggested that police are likely to seek 14-day remand of 3 of the 5 accused. Viewers, top updates coming in right now, and what we see right now is that Noida police have said it's time he appears before them for questioning in connection with allegations that he was part of a racket that supplied snake venom at rave parties. Viewers, top updates coming in on Republic TV. Let's go to Simran, who's joining us on the phone line. Simran, sources have told us that the police will be going for a 14-day remand of 3 of the 5 accused in this case. Take us through what is happening so far and any response coming in from Elvish Yadav about his appearance before the Noida police.
Well, yes, as you have rightly also said, and we are breaking it right now at Republic TV, there has been a big revelation in the Elvish Yadav case. So as far as the details have been going on, it was 2 to 3 days back when Elvish Yadav, the famous YouTuber, was found in Rajasthan, when also the Noida police actually came out officially and publicly said that they were not looking out to arrest him. But as of it could be seen as possibly like a U-turn, where Noida police has sent a notice to Big Boss fame Elvish Yadav in the case where there have been allegations over the YouTuber that he has been involved in making venom out of snakes. And remember, after taking the accused Rahul in this on remand, the Noida police is saying right now, sources are indicating that Elvish Yadav is likely to be interrogated. In this regard, a notice has also been sent, and interrogation is also likely, in fact, to take place by making both of them sit face to face. As far as the allegations that have come on board against Elvish Yadav, which he has completely denied, there has been an accused who is 32-year-old Rahul, who made a statement in front of the police on a complaint by the PFA person Gaurav Gupta, on the basis of which Elvish Yadav was named in the FIR. So the Noida police is definitely now diving deep into the entire interrogation of the case which is pertaining to the YouTuber's fame, Elvish Yadav. And definitely in this regard, Elvish Yadav, who was, when the FIR was registered, was in Mumbai. But right now, now a notice has been sent. It is likely to be seen that he has to come for the interrogation and also speak his side of story, where he is completely in denial of the allegations that have come against him in the case where he has been accused of also supplying and consuming the snake venom. As far as the police action has been concerned, the police is going to also examine the CCTV footage where the alleged parties of the mention of which has been made in the FIR will take place. The team of Noida police is also collecting the information, remember, in Sector 51 of Noida, where these allegations have been made by the PFA member Gaurav Gupta. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Simran, for getting us all the details coming in. A big lead in the Elvish Yadav case. Noida police has now sent the notice to Elvish Yadav, making him appear physically in the next 48 hours. Time for a very short break. We are live in breaking and getting you top updates. The stage is set for 2024 as election season kicks off. Voting underway in Mizoram and Chhattisgarh. Stay tuned.
पतंगे रस्सी से खाली हो रहा हूँ ना, बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, यहाँ तक कि यहाँ के कोई नेता नहीं छुड़ा, बड़े बड़े लोग भाई, यहाँ पुलिस वाले सस्पेंड हो गए, सकते नहीं।
एक विधायक भी पैसा मांग रहे सीधा मुंह खोल रहे हैं। पैसे की डिमांड किसके थ्रू करते हैं ये लोग?
होगा कोई जब गवर्नमेंट से विनोद वर्मा का नाम ले दिया, कि यहाँ का व्यापारी नाम लिया था, नहीं हो रहे हैं।
Welcome back, viewers. What started with sting tapes of 4 key players has now exploded into a full-blown 8-part investigation that has exposed the Mahadev betting scam. From the alleged role of the CMO to smuggling and de-gang link, the Mahadev scam is exploding. On the campaign trail, even the Prime Minister Modi has now launched an unrelenting attack on the Congress, saying that Baghel must explain what's his connection with the kingpin of the Mahadev betting scam.
छत्तीसगढ़ के युवाओं को क्या क्या सपने दिखाए थे और दिया क्या? उन्होंने महादेव के नाम पर भी घोटाला कर दिया। महादेव के नाम पर महादेव सट्टेबाजी घोटाले की चर्चा आज देश और विदेश में हो रही है। कांग्रेस ने अपनी तिजोरी भरने के लिए आपके बच्चों से सट्टेबाजी करवाई है। क्या इनको माफ करेंगे क्या आप? आपके बच्चों को बर्बाद करने वाला काम ऐसे लोगों को माफ करोगे आप? और ये सब किसके इशारे पर हुआ? किसके इशारे पर हुआ? किसके इशारे पर हुआ? उनको सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? पहले सजा आप दोगे कि नहीं दोगे? कमल के निशान पर बटन दबा करके कड़ी से कड़ी सजा ऐसे लोगों को करनी है भाइयों। मुक्ता कैसे बना हुआ था? और ये कक्का आपका, सब लोग तो कहते हैं 30% कक्का, 30% कक्का, खुलेआम सट्टा। ये 30% कक्का खुलेआम सट्टा चला रहे थे। आज यहां के मुख्यमंत्री के करीबी जेल में बंद है। छापों में नोटों के बड़े बड़े ढेर मिल रहे हैं जी, सबूत के साथ। करोड़ों रुपए पकड़े जा रहे हैं। जो घोटाले का सबसे बड़ा आरोपी है वो टीवी पर आकर कह रहा है कि उसने मुख्यमंत्री को 500 करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा रिश्वत दी है। अब आपको सबूत की जरूरत है क्या? देने वाला खुद कह रहा है रुपये मिल रहे हैं और फिर भी आपसे वो वोट मांग रहे हैं। शर्म नाम की चीज नहीं है इनको। इनको साफ करना पड़ेगा भाइयों, साफ करना पड़ेगा। करोगे? हर पोलिंग बूथ में से सफाई करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि ऐसे आरोपों से घिरे मुख्यमंत्री को एक दिन भी सीएम की कुर्सी पर नहीं रहना चाहिए। आज आप देख रहे हैं कि यहां के मुख्यमंत्री उन पर लगे आरोपों के बाद कांग्रेस के बड़े बड़े दिग्गजों ने भी उनसे किनारा कर लिया है। ये आरोप इतने गंभीर है, सबूत इतने सटीक है कि कांग्रेस से अपने मुख्यमंत्री का बचाव करना भी मुश्किल हो गया है। हो सकता है आज जब मैंने कहा तो हो सकता है कांग्रेस के नेता कुछ उनके बचाव में 2-4 आधी अधूरी बात बोल करके खाना पूर्ति कर लें, लेकिन कांग्रेस का एक नेता इनकी पापों के पक्ष में एक शब्द बोल नहीं रहा है। सब चुप हो गए क्योंकि उनको मालूम है कि इन्होंने अपने और अपने बच्चों की भलाई के लिए पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को डुबो दिया। लेकिन मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं, आपको मेरे विश्वास पे भरोसा है? आपको भरोसा है? आपको मैं गारंटी देता हूं, महादेव सट्टेबाजी घोटाले में भाजपा दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी करके रहेगी। कोई कितना ही बड़ा नाम क्यों ना हो, कितना ही चमरबंदी क्यों ना हो, आपके बच्चों को बर्बाद करने वाले ऐसे लोगों को जेल जाकर के जिंदगी पूरी करनी पड़ेगी।
Viewers, much more coming up. The stage is all set for 2024 as election season ticks off. Voting is underway right now in Mizoram and Chhattisgarh. Stay tuned.
तस्वीरें हम लगातार दिखा रहे हैं। जोरदार धमाका हुआ, गाड़ी को नुकसान पहुंचा है। हम यहाँ पर रिपोर्ट करने पहुंचे तो अचानक जोरदार अलर्ट जारी किया गया और उसके बाद ये तस्वीर निकलकर सामने आई जहाँ धमाका हुआ है।
तकरीबन 50 मीटर की दूरी पर थे जब ये प्रोजेक्टाइल जो है वो यहाँ पर आकर गिरता है।
गुरसमन, ये जो हम तस्वीरें दिखा रहे हैं, ये इम्पैक्टफुल अटैक इसलिए किया गया क्योंकि हमास को कहीं न कहीं अब बॉर्डर लाइन करने की कोशिश हो रही है।
हम लोग नीचे थे, वही कारण है कि बच पाए, अदरवाइज जो इसके शेल्स थे, जो इसके फ्रेगमेंट्स थे, वो भी लग सकते थे और उससे भी नुकसान हो सकता था।
ये पूरी बर्बाद कर सकते हैं।
अरे पत्ते जानवरों का बंदा पूरा
चला रहे हैं। ये जो वेड ये सभी चीज छोड़े रहे हैं, वो पूरा टोटल में मुझे गेम लगता है।
आपको लगता है कि उसको सब कुछ पता है कि क्या हो रहा है?
देखिए, जैसा मुझे समझ में ये आया कि मैं तो सीएम साहब को काफ़ी लंबी बड़ी बात होती थी, हमेशा जब भी हाउस में आते थे तो
Good afternoon, you're watching Superfast 50. I'm Suesha Sawant. On to the first story. In the midst of the ongoing Phase 1 Assembly election, Prime Minister Modi landed in Chhattisgarh to speak at a rally and sounded the bugle for BJP's upcoming wave of campaigning leading up to the second phase of elections. While addressing a rally in Chhattisgarh, Prime Minister Modi hit out at the Congress government for failing to contain Naxalism in Chhattisgarh and said whenever the party comes to power at the centre, Naxalites and terrorists get emboldened.
जब कांग्रेस सरकार में आती है तब देश में आतंकवादियों और नक्सलियों के हौसले बढ़ जाते हैं। जहां भी देखो इधर कभी बम फूटने की खबर आती है, कभी उधर बम फूटने की खबर आती है, कभी यहां मार दिया काट दिया की खबर आती है, कभी यहां मार दिया काट दिया की खबर आती थी।
Raising the Mahadev betting app scam in Chhattisgarh, Surajpur, Prime Minister launched a scathing attack on CM Baghel and said that CM House has now become a den for gamblers.
छत्तीसगढ़ के युवाओं को क्या क्या सपने दिखाए थे और दिया क्या? उन्होंने महादेव के नाम पर भी घोटाला कर दिया। महादेव के नाम पर महादेव सट्टेबाजी घोटाले की चर्चा आज देश और विदेश में हो रही है। कांग्रेस ने अपनी तिजोरी भरने के लिए आपके बच्चों से सट्टेबाजी करवाई है। क्या इनको माफ करेंगे क्या आप?
As the Mahadev scam investigation has become the biggest talking point this election season, it's a mega face-off between the BJP and the Congress, where BJP has launched a scathing attack, questioning the Baghel government over their silence.
कांग्रेस केवल अपने मुकदमे खत्म करेगी, ईडी हाथ में आएगी। ईडी स्वतंत्र जांच एजेंसी है और कल भी केंद्रीय मंत्री ने कहा था कि कब छत्तीसगढ़ की सरकार ने लिखा, एक भी कागज नहीं दे पाए। कौन सी ऐसी मजबूरी थी कि छत्तीसगढ़ की सरकार कार्रवाई नहीं कर सकती थी?
Voting has kicked off in Mizoram and across 20 seats in Chhattisgarh, setting the stage for what many consider a crucial precursor to the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. A commando of Cobra, an elite unit of CRPF, was injured by IED planted by Naxals in the Torn Marka region of Chhattisgarh as voting for the first phase of the district got underway. Heading out at the agencies, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel said that ED and IT will take a short break and will return before Lok Sabha elections.
जो जिसके पास पैसा पकड़ा गया वो रमन सिंह के साथ उसका फोटो है, उसके पार्षद है, उसके बड़े करीबी हैं, भाजपा कार्यकर्ता, उसके यहाँ पकड़ा गया और भाजपा जो नेता है उसके रिश्तेदार की गाड़ी है ना। और दूसरी बात यह है कि ये पूरा प्लांटेड है। इसका मतलब है भारतीय जनता पार्टी हार मान चुकी है, ये उनका आखिरी अस्त्र था।
PM Modi hits out at the Congress in Madhya Pradesh, addressing a public rally in Siddhi. Prime Minister said that Congress never fulfilled promises made to the poor and poor have been cheated by the Congress.
कांग्रेस ने केंद्र में हमारे यहाँ सेवा काल शुरू हुआ उसके पहले 10 साल तक जो सरकार चलाई उसमें उसने गरीब और मध्यम वर्ग को लूटने का ही काम किया था।
Anganwadi workers surrounded Bihar Vidhan Sabha to assert their demands, leading to police employing water cannons to disperse those demonstrators. During this protest, one Anganwadi worker collapsed, yet the police persisted in using water cannons without halting their actions. BJP MLAs protest outside the State Assembly over various issues including caste-based survey report and water cannons used on Anganwadi workers protesting outside the assembly. Hitting out at the Bihar government, former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister and BJP MLA Tarkishore Prasad said that Anganwadi workers have taken to the streets over their demands, but they are being dispersed with the help of water cannons. The government is heavy-handed. They don't care about anyone.
और आंगनवाड़ी की जो हमारी बहनें हैं आज सड़क पर अपने मांगों को लेकर आई हैं, तो उन्हें वाटर कैनन से हटाया जा रहा है और लगातार कई जो अलग अलग कर्मी हैं उन पर लाठी का प्रहार आप देखे होंगे कि आर ब्लॉक चौक पर किया गया। और पटना में जब भी उचित मांगों को लेकर लोग सड़क पर आते हैं तो उन्हें पीटा जाता है। यह निरंकुश सरकार है, इन्हें किसी की चिंता नहीं है। इनके मुखिया और इनके जो सह मुखिया हैं इन्हें प्रधानमंत्री बनना है या मुख्यमंत्री बनना है, ये इस चिंता से बाहर निकल ही नहीं पा रहे हैं। और बिहार आज जल रहा है, रोम जल रहा है और नीरो बांसुरी बजा रहा है, वही स्थिति आज बिहार की हो गई।
Delhi NCR region continues to battle toxic air and is enveloped under a thick layer of smog with visibility dropping as AQI remains under severe category. Supreme Court has pulled up the Punjab government and asked the Punjab government to stop stubble burning. Supreme Court has also observed that there can't be a political battle all the time. The top court has instructed Rajasthan and other concerned parties to adhere to its previous order regarding the use of firecrackers during the festive season. Supreme Court has specifically directed Rajasthan to implement measures aimed at reducing air pollution, especially during festivals, emphasizing that it is a collective responsibility to address this issue. BJP released its fourth list of candidates for the upcoming Telangana Assembly elections. 12 new names have been added to the previous 87, bringing the total number of candidates announced for 99 constituencies. Notably, out of this comprehensive list, 14 are women candidates. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal chaired a high-level meeting with Aam Aadmi Party MLAs and councillors amid the political crisis plaguing his government. This comes a day after Kejriwal chaired a meeting with MLAs. Income tax conducts raids on Som group of companies in Bhopal, primarily involved in business of spirits, beer and alcopop. Raids that are underway in Bhopal, Jabalpur and Indore. Income tax raids on TN Public Works Department Minister E.V. Velu's residence and other properties in Tiruvannamalai extended into its fifth day. Delhi High Court reserves the order on interim bail of businessman Amit Arora. He sought interim bail on the grounds of his daughter's illness. In the run-up to the mega 2024 elections, Ram Mandir politics is back, and in the latest, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath hit out, saying that all the Congress ever did was block Ram Mandir from being built.
लेकिन भाइयों बहनों मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, अयोध्या में राम मंदिर का काम क्या कांग्रेस कर पाती? कांग्रेस तो चाहती ही नहीं थी, क्योंकि कांग्रेस का नाम ही समस्या है.
Israeli army threw airstrikes isolated northern Gaza and prepared for forthcoming ground battles with Hamas terrorists in Gaza's largest city, marking a potentially more intense phase of the month-long conflict. This conflict has rapidly become the deadliest Israeli-Palestinian violence in 75 years since Israel's establishment, with Israel committed to removing Hamas from power and dismantling its military capabilities. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators calling for a Gaza ceasefire disrupted traffic at the port of Tacoma, where a military supply ship, the Cape Orlando, had recently docked. Organizers claimed that they were acting against the Israel-Hamas conflict and believed that the ship was carrying weapons for Israel. Israeli military actions continued in Gaza with smoke and flares visible in the morning sky. Israeli army's operation targeted northern Gaza, preparing for anticipated ground battles with Hamas terrorists in Gaza's largest city, marking a potentially more intense phase of the month-long conflict. UNSC remains deadlocked on a resolution for the Israel-Hamas conflict. US calls for humanitarian pauses, while other council members seek a humanitarian ceasefire to deliver aid and prevent further civilian casualties in Gaza. Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza and a halt to the escalating tensions in the region. Explosions and flare lit up the Gaza sky on Monday night during the Israeli bombardment. Israeli army conducted airstrikes in northern Gaza, preparing for upcoming ground clashes with Hamas terrorists. The Palestinian death toll, as reported by the health ministry of Hamas-run Gaza Strip, has now exceeded 10,000. Meanwhile, 1,400 Israelis, mainly civilians, killed during Hamas incursion on October 7 that initiated the conflict, having lost their lives. IDF released additional footage of their actions in Gaza Strip. Israeli forces isolated northern Gaza through heavy airstrikes, laying the groundwork for an anticipated advance into the densely populated Gaza city, marking a potentially more intense phase of the month-long conflict. Israeli military spokesperson announced on Monday that Israel is intensifying its efforts against Hamas in Gaza City. Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, speaking from Tel Aviv, stated that their forces are following operational plan, with recent operations in the 51st Battalion and other areas resulting in the elimination of several terrorists, further increasing pressure on Gaza City. US could not verify the reported death toll of 10,000 in Gaza, but they acknowledged that many thousands have been killed. When asked about the toll's impact on their support for Israel, the response highlighted the context of the conflict, stating that Israel was confronting Hamas, a group that engaged in acts of violence, including paragliding into civilian areas on October 7, resulting in the killing of innocent people in their homes and at a music festival. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated that Israel would assume overall security responsibility in Gaza for an indefinite period following the conclusion of the conflict. He also reiterated that a comprehensive ceasefire would only be considered after the release of all hostages by Hamas. However, Netanyahu expressed willingness to consider short-term pauses in the conflict. Families of Israelis held hostage by Hamas made emotional appeals on Monday, urging the global public and decision makers to support their efforts to reunite with their loved ones. Orit Meir, for instance, expressed her horror upon seeing her son Almog in a Hamas video captured after he was abducted during the October 7 attacks. In the video, Almog appeared frightened, lying on the floor with his hands covering his face. Images of thousands kidnapped into Gaza by Hamas were projected on Jerusalem's Old City walls. Over 240 Israelis were taken during a cross-border raid, with 5 hostages now freed, providing hope to the families of those still in captivity. Israeli military announced on Tuesday that it has taken control of a Hamas military stronghold in the northern Gaza Strip. Now, according to IDF, their troops targeted 2 cells and engaged several terrorists in a building adjacent to Al-Quds hospital. Now, additionally, numerous Hamas mortar launchers were hit and naval forces targeted Hamas posts containing undisclosed technological assets. The sole functioning mill in Gaza continues to face challenges in grinding wheat due to the shortage of electricity and fuel. As stated by World Food Programme, when bread is accessible, individuals endure lengthy queues at bakeries, making them vulnerable to air attacks. The WFP has reported that at least 11 bakeries have been damaged and demolished since October 7. Israeli bombardment in Gaza persists after 1 month of conflict, resulting in at least 16 casualties during an overnight attack in Rafah. UN Chief Antonio Guterres laments Gaza's plight, referring to it as a graveyard for children, and reiterates the need for lasting ceasefire. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is open to short-term ceasefires and suggests that Israel will be responsible for Gaza's security indefinitely after the war. Russia's foreign ministry expressed concern about an Israeli junior minister's statement regarding the possibility of a nuclear strike on Gaza. Maria Zakharova, Russia's foreign ministry spokesperson, highlighted the potential admission of Israel having nuclear warheads. She suggested that if this were the case, UN's nuclear watchdog and international inspectors should be involved. Jordan has stated that it is keeping all options open in response of what it perceives as Israel's failure to distinguish between military and civilian targets in its ongoing bombardment and invasion of the Gaza Strip. Prime Minister Bishr al-Qasem did not specify the actions Jordan might take following its recent recall of ambassador from Israel in protest of Israel's offensive in Gaza triggered by a Hamas attack. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu restated that a ceasefire in Gaza will only occur if Hamas agrees to release Israeli hostages. Activists from Jewish Voice for Peace, staged a sit-in demonstration at the Statue of Liberty. The group has been occupying high-profile New York City locations, calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. United Nations has issued a warning, reporting that around 1.5 million individuals have been displaced since the commencement of the conflict between Israel and Hamas on the 7th of October. Within this displaced population, over 7 lakh people are currently seeking shelter in facilities managed by UN Relief and Works Agency. President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu discussed the ongoing Gaza crisis, developments in Israel and West Bank, and efforts to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas. They also talked about a tactical pause to allow civilians to leave Gaza. UK and Japan's foreign and defense secretaries met in Tokyo to discuss increased military cooperation enabled by a new security pact allowing joint exercises on each other's soil. This collaboration has grown due to concerns about China's influence. Japan has signed reciprocal access agreements with Australia and the UK, establishing semi-alliances. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds backed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for president, offering him a potential boost in the Republican primary. As he competes with Donald Trump, DeSantis has placed his hopes on Iowa to become a Trump alternative, and Reynolds' endorsement breaks with Iowa's traditional neutrality. To To commemorate the 50th anniversary of their inaugural concert in China, 12 musicians from Philadelphia Orchestra have embarked on a performance tour in the country. This move signifies a thaw in relations between the two nations in anticipation of a potential meeting between Presidents Joe Biden and Xi Jinping. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese met with Chinese Premier Li Qiang in Beijing, marking a significant improvement in bilateral relations. This is the first visit by the Australian leader to China in 7 years, underscoring renewed stability in relations. Albanese and Chinese Xi Jinping acknowledged recent progress in their ties, emphasizing the importance of engagement despite differences, including defense-related issues. A fire in southern Chile claimed the lives of 14 individuals on Monday, including 6 children and 8 adults. The blaze began in one of the wooden houses within a small community. According to Coronel municipality authorities, the fire department's efforts were hindered as one house was entirely engulfed in flames and the second was partially burnt when they arrived on the scene. An intense match at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. Bangladesh secured a 3-wicket victory over Sri Lanka in an ICC Men's Cricket World Cup game. This game will be notable for Angelo Matthews's historic dismissal, as he became the first batsman in international cricket to be timed out at the age of 35. Vasco da Gama won 1-0 against the current leader of Brazilian Serie A, Botafogo, marking Botafogo's third loss in their last 5 matches. Godoy cruised to a 2-0 win over Palestinians in the Argentine Primera Division. Pierre Barricos scored the opener in the first half, while Plantis's Ignacio Vasquez netted an own goal despite a second-half effort from Plantis's substitute Matteo Pellegrino. Godoy Cruz goalkeeper Diego Rodriguez denied them. Jasprit Bumrah, the Indian fast bowler who had been causing significant disruptions in the ongoing ICC World Cup 2023, received a nomination for ICC Men's Player of the Month award for October 2023. He shared this nomination with South Africa's opening batsman and the emerging talent from New Zealand, Rachin Ravindra.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, released recently, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
हवाला में जो काम हो रहा है ना, अब देखिए अब इनको पैसा कैसे आएगा? प्राइवेट जेट से प्राइवेट जेट से आएगा या तो हेलीकॉप्टर के थ्रू इस्तेमाल किए कभी पहले किए।
यहाँ की सरकार ने, यहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री ने छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता को बताना चाहिए कि दुबई में बैठे इस घोटाले के आरोपियों के साथ उनके क्या संबंध है।
And we are cutting across to a big lead in the Elvish Yadav case, as we are learning that the Noida police has now sent a notice to Elvish Yadav asking him to appear physically in the next 48 hours. Sources have also suggested that the police is likely to seek 14 days remand of 3 of the 5 accused. This is the latest that is coming in the Elvish Yadav case, as we are now learning that the Noida police has sent a notice to the man who is on the run, Elvish Yadav, asking him to appear physically in the next 48 hours. You would remember how he had released a video claiming innocent, and he had said that all these allegations that have been leveled against him are not true. However, questions also asked as to if he is innocent, then why is he on the run, which he continues to be. And now the Noida police has sent a notice to Elvish Yadav asking him to appear physically in the next 48 hours. Simran has all the details of the notice that has been sent to him. She's with us on the phone line. Over to you, Simran.
Well, yes, all these details that have come forward in case with Elvish Yadav have been also wrapped up by the Noida police. Right now, the latest, if we start with, the Noida police has sent out a notice, which the police sources have also confirmed to us. It has been sent in relation to his alleged links with the 5 accused who have made a statement before the Noida police, alleging that there have been connections of the YouTuber Elvish Yadav with consuming and also supplying the snake venom in the rape party. Now, it has been going on since many days about that Elvish Yadav was being questioned, could have been questioned, and this has finally come to a blow when the police is also confirming and saying that Elvish Yadav will be asked to appear before the police to record his statements, as the Noida police has applied for police remand of the 5 accused in the case. Remember, they have been sent for a judicial custody for 14 days when the arrest had happened, and now a police remand has been sought out. In the police remand, it is going to be the first time when all these 5 accused who have been arrested will be questioned, and in the interrogation, when all of them will be face to face, there will also be likely a probability to question Elvish Yadav in front of them. And also in relation to this is the notification that has been sent by the Noida police is entirely procedural. This happens when such cases there has been evidence which the police acquires and also mentions some possible and substantial links with the arrested accused. Now, in the days to come, starting from this week, it is expected that Elvish Yadav could be seen appearing before Noida police. As of now, there have been no concrete information from the Elvish Yadav team saying that they will be appearing and giving out their statements. However, on social media, we have been saying that he has been in complete denial of all the allegations. But now that a formal notice has also been sent, and police has also been on an upfront to take the matter of investigation further, this is going to blow up even further, as it can also be possibly touted as a political conspiracy by the Elvish Yadav team. Back to you.
Thank you, Simran, for getting us those details. Moving on, Anganwadi workers gherawed Bihar Vidhan Sabha over their demands. Police used water cannons to disperse those protesters. Anganwadi worker who fainted amid the protests. However, police did not stop using water cannons and continued to disperse the protesters. Getting you more in this report.
High drama unfolded in Patna outside the Vidhan Sabha this morning. Anganwadi workers protested outside the Bihar Vidhan Sabha as they raised salary increment demand. Anganwadi workers in Patna raised slogans against the Bihar government. Watch as the police used water cannons to disperse the crowd. An Anganwadi worker fainted as they protested outside the Bihar Vidhan Sabha over their demands.
देखिए, मेरा मानना है कि किसी भी प्रजातंत्र में किन्हीं को भी हक है कि वो अपनी मांग रखे, और सरकार का भी ये दायित्व है कि उस मांग की गरिमा को ध्यान में रखें। मैं समझता हूँ कि वाटर कैनन सबसे एक सूक्ष्म प्रणाली है जब आप किसी अपोजिशन से डील करते हैं। लेकिन जाहिर तौर पर ये जो सरकार है जिनकी कार्यशैली मैंने देखी है बीते 1 वर्ष से कम, उसमें इतना तय है कि किसी की भी मांग होती है उस पर विचार होता है, संवेदना के साथ, सहानुभूति के साथ।
BJP lashed out at Nitish government, calling it nothing but jungle raj in Bihar.
बिहार में जंगल राज करने वाली सरकार ने आम जनता के ऊपर लगातार लाठी, डंडा और गोली चलाने का काम किया है। जो अपराधी है, जो बलात्कारी है, जो माफिया है, उन्हें तो बिहार के शासन और पुलिस से कोई कार्रवाई नहीं होती।
Bihar police crackdown on peaceful protesters has drawn flack from across the board. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Time now for a short break. On the other side, as gold smuggling angle emerges in Mahadev wedding scam, ED sources suggest Dubai link now under investigation. Massive impact of Republic Mahadev investigation. ED sources tell Republic summons to be issued soon.
पतंगे रस्सी दूसरे खाली हो रहा हूँ ना, बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, यहाँ तक कि यहाँ के कोई नेता नहीं छुड़ा, बड़े बड़े लोग भाई, यहाँ कितने पुलिस वाले सस्पेंड हो गए इस चक्कर में।
एक विधायक भी पैसा मांग रहे सीधा मुंह खोल गए। पैसे की डिमांड किसके थ्रू करते हैं ये लोग?
और कुछ जैसे कि यहाँ जो पकड़ाए हैं सतीश चंद्राकर और
ASI
क्या वर्मा उससे
विनोद
वर्मा का नाम दे दिया कि यहाँ का व्यापारिक नाम दिया था नहीं हो रहे हैं।
Israel is all prepared for the big war, the Hamas terrorists.
The rockets being fired, of course, at Kibbutz Be'eri only.
बहुत सारे ऐसे इलाके हैं जहां अभी भी हमास के आतंकी फायर कर रहे हैं।
To get down again, it's a missile.
कम से कम दर्जन भर रॉकेट्स की आवाज आई है जो हिजबुल्लाह ने दागे हैं।
We have been hearing continuously an explosion.
तकरीबन 50 से 70 BMP जो हैं वो फॉरवर्ड एरियाज पर हैं।
The people here were staying, but there was a rocket that was fired.
एशकुलॉन की तरफ टैंक्स जा रहे हैं।
हमारी सबसे बड़ी टीम ग्राउंड जीरो पर है।
Hello and a very good evening. You're watching Republic and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva, and if you stay in and around the National Capital Region and Delhi, we all know that there is a season that comes towards the fag end of October. It extends till the mid of November. That's called the pollution season. As always, it gets difficult for all of us to breathe, but politicians find it very, very easy to just shift the blame from one political party to the other, from one state to the other. The Supreme Court today has stepped in and said enough of this politics. React right now. We'll get you details of what the Supreme Court has said as far as that big story is concerned. First up, the headlines. The Prime Minister raises the Mahadev scam. He says the Chief Minister Baghel's house has become a den for gamblers. Yogi Adityanath hits out at the Congress as the Ram Mandir politics rage on. He says the Congress never wanted the mandir to be built. The Aligarh civic body passes a resolution unanimously. Aligarh will now be known as Harigarh. As the face-off over pollution crisis continues in Delhi, the Supreme Court had steps in and it says the politics and find a solution. Trouble mounting for Elvish Yadav. The Noida police has served him a notice asking him now to appear in the next 48 hours. And Israel's relentless fight against terror continues as the war against Hamas now completes a month. Let's get you an update in the Elvish Yadav case. The Noida police has sent a notice to Elvish Yadav, is what we can tell you, asking him to appear physically in the next 48 hours. Sources have also suggested that the police is likely to seek a 14-day remand of 3 of the 5 accused in the case. So that's the latest in the Elvish Yadav case. The Noida police has sent him a notice and they want him to make himself available before the agency in the next 48 hours. Sources also indicate that the police then could be seeking a 14-day remand of 3 of the 5 accused who've already been arrested by the police. This is all in aftermath of one of the rave parties there where the allegation is that snake's venom was found, and these are serious allegations that have been leveled against him. Though he, remember, did put out a video on the social media and he's denied all these allegations, but the Noida police now has sent him a notice. So next 48 hours is the deadline that has been set for Elvish Yadav and the Noida police has asked him to appear physically before the agency in the next 48 hours to cooperate in the investigation. This is, like I said, over the Noida Venom party, and multiple videos that we have seen doing the round on social media in particular is where he has said that he has nothing to do with that particular party. He wasn't present there, and he says, hence all these allegations against me are false. Simran is joining us on the phone line right now. Simran, can you give us more details on what we know as far as the Noida police is concerned? Why did they take so long to first up issue him a summon? Now, there are reports possibly that do indicate that he could have just fled the country. He's again and again said he's nothing to do with the entire case and he's being falsely implicated.
Well, yes, this is an important question where we need to actually look into what the police are also saying. Police essentially is of that opinion that without any substantiative evidence in the ongoing probe, there is a very less authority to send an official notice, which has now been the case right now. While the Noida police officers have also confirmed that the sending of the notice was essential because now there has been some sort of substantiative evidence linked to his involvement into this entire fiasco of also consuming and supplying the snake venom at the rape parties in the Noida. Now remember, there were very questions which were being raised earlier as well on the involvement of Elvish Yadav and why the police is acting on a back foot. But right now, the Noida police has prepped up and also issued sought, in fact, a police custody of the 5 accused who have been arrested few days back in the entire case. They have been sent for a judicial custody when the arrest was taken place, but right now the police custody has been sought out, and after applying for the police custody, the modus operandi for the interrogation would be to actually interrogate and to question all the 5 accused, where also there is a possibility that Elvish Yadav would also be made to sit in front of them, and cross-questioning will be taken to verify and cross-examine the statements that have been also made in the FIR. The case, which has been going on the basis of a complainant from the People for Animal Association, which is funded and also been headed by Manika Gandhi. The entire matter has blown up after there were allegations that Elvish Yadav is one of the key conspirators who have been supplying such snake venom for intoxication in the Noida rape parties. Now, sources in Noida police also say that they are looking for some more evidence by examining the CCTV footage in the cases where these parties actually also used to happen. There have been reports which have been pointing out that he has tried to fled the country, whereas this kind of statements have been made up. But as of now, there has been very little confirmation because Elvish Yadav, remember, was also found by the Rajasthan police just 2 to 3 days back, and then Noida police was in denial that they had not issued the arrest warrant. But as of now, the police have sent the notice, and they have also sought for the PC of the other 5 accused who have been now in jail as of now because of the allegations that have been made in the FIR. In the days to come, it is very important to note that what kind of an involvement will the YouTuber fame Elvish Yadav be charged with, because all these statements have been coming out and all these actions that we are talking about are still a part of the probe. And these scenarios where we also talk about sending a notice is also procedural for the Noida police. But as of now, after the questioning will be taken place...
Simran, I'm just requesting you to hold that thought, please. I'm just going to come back to you. I'm told we also have a reaction coming in from the INB Minister Anurag Thakur on this entire case. Let's quickly first up, Simran, listen into what he says.
इतना ही कहूँगा, पुलिस ने वहाँ पे कार्रवाई की है, जांच होने दीजिए। बड़े गंभीर आरोप लगे।
छत्तीसगढ़ में एटीएम की बातचीत की जा रही है। मध्य प्रदेश में कल आरोप लगा दिया कि नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर जी के बेटे का।
मैंने उसका जवाब पहले दिया आपको कि उन्होंने तो स्वयं उस पर FIR कराई है। अब एक डीप फेक एक अभिनेत्री का वीडियो हो रहा है, AI का मिसयूज हो रहा है। वो AI के मिसयूज पे अब एक नई चुनौतियां आएंगी आगे वाले समय में, और ये आप मीडिया वाले मित्रों के लिए भी एक है कि ये जो चुनौती एआई की है, डीफेक की, ये भी एक चिंता का विषय भविष्य के लिए हो सकता है। इसके ऊपर जांच चल रही है।
सर सुकमा
देखिए, मैं इतना ही कहूँगा, पुलिस ने वहाँ पे कार्रवाई की है, जांच होने दीजिए। बड़े गंभीर आरोप लगे।
छत्तीसगढ़ में एटीएम की बातचीत की जा रही है। मध्य प्रदेश में कल आरोप लगा दिया कि नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर जी के बेटे का,
मैंने उसका जवाब पहले दिया आपको कि उन्होंने तो स्वयं उस पर एफआईआर कराई है। अब एक डीप फेक एक अभिनेत्री का वीडियो हो रहा है, एआई का मिसयूज हो रहा है। वो एआई के मिसयूज पे अब एक नई चुनौतियां आएंगी आगे वाले समय में। और ये आप मीडिया वाले मित्रों के लिए भी एक है कि ये जो चुनौती एआई की है, डीप फेक की, ये भी एक चिंता का विषय।
So that is Anurag Thakur. He's remembered just said a single line on the entire case, and then he's gone to another important story that's about a deepfake video. But he does say that these are serious allegations that have been leveled against the YouTuber Elvish Yadav. Let's get in our colleague Simran back into this entire story. Simran, what do we know about his whereabouts? Is the Noida police now able to track him down? The last we checked, we were given to understand that he's possibly switched off his phones. He's not traceable anymore. I'm told we don't have Simran with us, so I'll quickly recap what we know about the story. Now, the Noida police has sent summons to Elvish Yadav in the snake venom rave case. The police might be wanting also to put him face to face